Hi, this is our second webinar tutorial for the Diocese of Lafayette, Indiana's NCYC trip. My name is Paul Cifuentes. I am the Associate Director for Youth and Young Adult Formation here in the Diocese. Just want to go over a couple things today as we approach the next due date. Actually, our next due date is tomorrow, so hopefully all of you have on your radar getting a $100 deposit into me. And when you're listening to this, you've either done it before or you're getting that ready. We'll go over that in a second. Also wanted to talk to you about a rooming tab and some upcoming chaperone meetings, and finally about kind of the timeline coming up here as we approach NCYC. So, first of all, let's talk about a new tab that is on all of your Google documents. Hopefully you guys have been looking at your Google document. Here we have St. Alphonsus Liguori's Google document, well, the church, not the saints. The reference page is one that everyone has here. As you can see over here on the cursor, the next due date is August 1st. Deposit of $100 per person registered due. The way you can double check how many people you have registered, if you go down here to the tab called Running Invoice, click on that. That will bring you to yours. It'll have different names here, and then this line here, amount right here at NCYC base registration, whatever that amount is, you need to send $100 per that amount. So this parish would need to send $4,500 to this address up here, Office of Catechesis, 2300 South 9th Street, Lafayette, Indiana 47909. I would just ask that you do send it to us at the Diocese and the Office of Catechesis so we can record that you turned it in. If you send it straight over to the Chancery, we might not know that you get it in, and there'll be whose check is this. So if you could send it to us in the Office of Catechesis, that would be wonderful. The original due date for that is August 1st. Unfortunately, there were some spots on some people's invoices, like right around here. It said September 15th. So if we could get it to me in the next couple weeks, that would be wonderful. We're just trying to get everyone in line and space off the payment a little bit so people aren't dropping tens of thousands of dollars on one check when people may have not, some other people have not paid yet. So that's running invoice. Another tab that I want to show you that's new, something that's been added in the last month, is this one here called rooming. Now we have a hotel room list which has been there for a while, which is what I will ask for you to have filled out by October 10th. You'll put down all the names of people you want roomed together. What I need here is it's to ensure that each of your registrants have been assigned to a room. The numbers in this sheet will affect your running invoice tab. So what we mean by that is not so much that they're assigned to a room in the hotel, but that you've assigned each of your registrants to a specific type of room, whether that's 4 people to a room, 3 people to a room, or 2 people to a room. Those are the 3 options. Now, all youth are 4 person to a room. There's no option there. Adults have an option. They can be 4 person, 3, or 2. Depending on that will be the amount that it will cost, NCYC will cost for them, depending on the amount that they choose to have in their room. So all you have to do here is kind of fill out the adults. So St. Alphonsus has 3. If all 3 decide to go 4 person to a room, this number will the box will turn green. If your box is red, that means you still need to add some more people there. If you say 1 for each, it turns 0 to green. So just if you can fill that out and keep that filled out every week or so, that would make our job a lot easier. As a person registers, you should know what they want for rooms. That's not an option that we put on our registration sheet, or we don't we don't take that information in ourselves. It's going to be easiest here. So if you can do that, making sure you know what your person wants, that way, once you do that, now you click back over to running invoice, that changes here the amount. So it'll add to your 3-person and 2-person costs. So that will be helpful, and that'll also let you know how much you are going to owe. And once we get your deposit here, we will take out $100 here, and then you'll have your total due later. It'll be the total minus what you've already paid in deposit. So if you want to send in more than $100 per person, that is absolutely fine. We're just asking that you at least send $100 per person in the next couple of weeks here. Another thing just to make sure you are looking at your Chaperone verification form. So this is due in just about a month. We need to make sure that each of you is looking up the safe and sacred information, the certificate date that they received their training, the code that's on that page, and you kind of click their background status was complete. They'll give you several options when you look it up. If you're wondering how to look that up, you can check our previous video online, and it'll kind of go through all of that, get you to safeandsacred.org. If that video doesn't help you, feel free to email me, pcifuentes@dol-in.org. Speaking of chaperones, on our this right now is the group leader packet that's on our website and has been handed out and emailed out a couple different times. Just want to remind all of you that it is expected that each chaperone is required to attend a chaperone training meeting in October. This is because our chaperones for NCYC, this isn't a trip that each parish is participating in. It's a diocesan trip, so we're all on one group. So as a diocese, we just have to kind of go over some of the expectations, and also in these meetings we'll give some tips and strategies for being the best chaperone, having some different chaperones from throughout the diocese and experience, kind of bringing together for a great conversation. Those training sessions will be in October. We'll have those dates posted hopefully by the end of this month, but for sure in September. And we're looking to have 7 different dates throughout the diocese. So hopefully the date that is closest to you will fit, but if not, there should be a meeting within a half an hour of you on a different date. We're trying to kind of spread them throughout the diocese so not one person has to travel too far to attend a chaperone meeting. Just a reminder for all of that. That's our update for today. Hopefully you are continuing to bring in those wonderful people joining us for NCYC. Our total number at this point that we're up to, I don't have it on this sheet. Our total number is we are at 337 registered people. Our deadline for registration is September 3rd. So you need to have registrations online. Someone needs to register by 11:59 of September 2nd. Any registration starting midnight, September 3rd and on, there will be a $40 late registration fee added to that. If you substitute somebody new for somebody old, then it's only a $20 substitution fee rather than a $40 late registration. So really want to encourage you guys to this next month as you do kickoffs, in your different ministries, as kids come back to school, as families start getting in that regular routine, this is a great time to start advertising for NCYC again, or to remind people, or to get those checks in, or get them to register. This online registration, they should be able to do it from home, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad because they can just keep putting it off. So let's remember the September 2nd date. If you have any questions, please, once again, feel free to email me at pcifuentes at dol-in.org. That is our web address, and Thank you so much. Take care.